Are we doing this? Are we live? We're live again. Yay! This is episode 2, attempt 2 at cooking a dinner for me and not paying attention to directions. Disclaimer: I can cook when I read directions and really spend a lot of time and effort in it. You'll see me spend a lot of time and effort. I think the question is more of the non-insanity of it all. Especially, so this started last Thursday, where I jumped in and decided, why not start filming myself attempt to cook? There's a lot of cooking shows on YouTube. There's a lot of cooking shows on television. Yeah, they're popular, but everybody knows how to cook, or at least they have like a gut instinct. I should have a gut instinct. My parents, or my sister and my mom, are fantastic at it. I have more of the gut passion for eating than cooking in general. So, long story short, I work for a digital media company called Metaverse Mod Squad. If you look at my actual YouTube account, we've started doing some shows here and there on tech, so I'll probably talk about that more in the future. But this whole spiel is my attempts to, I should probably introduce that too, my attempts to actually, I'm sorry, I'm kind of ditzy at the moment, my attempts to kind of capture it and get used to the camera. As you can tell, I'm stuttering and yada yada. So, first of all, okay, stepping back. I'm going to make beer chicken. I've never made it. I've never had it. I don't even know what to expect from it. I have once upon a time made chicken with my mom, and typically she drives that cart. I more or less stick a hand in for help here and there, like opening an oven or stirring something. Those are my, prime go-tos for my mom's kitchen. So I got a fresh chicken, and then I'll go through my ingredients in a little bit. But I also, which is currently on my Facebook page, I also set up this camera, which I don't know what I did with the, did I close it? Did I leave? Am I not in there? Google Hangouts, no. See there, I'm there. Hi, see, you get double time, isn't that great? For some reason it doesn't go back and forth, maybe that's a good thing. Can someone tell me if the sound is doing crazy things for you? Because when I had that computer on, it was going, and that's not good. So fingers crossed, there's nothing too crazy going on there. I have a viewer. How adorable. Okay, so what have I covered so far? A little bit of the point, a little bit of my nerves this week. I had a really good viewing. I had like 140, maybe 150 views. And the time you guys spent watching was awesome, and I really appreciate it. And I'm yammering now, which I don't know. I was quite flattered, and now I'm super, super under the gun. I actually dreamt last night that I had like a series of dreams of this event, where one of them Russians came through my wall. Another one, I forgot to get online on time, and everybody was waiting, and I felt bad, and I don't even know who everyone is. It's awful. I'm not the most humble person sometimes, or at least my imagination isn't. So, okay. So, we're doing beer chicken. I have a feeling that this is going to last longer than an hour. So, I'll take a poll at the end of an hour, or I'll just decide, and I'll show pictures, or I'll videotape it later and give you the recap of how it tasted. By the way, I didn't die from the fish last week. Even though it was fleshy, I didn't die from it. It was delicious. I almost drank it like soup, which is my fault because I didn't do the sauce right. Megan tried to tell me. My mom laughed at me later. Maybe one day. So here we go. I have, in this thing here, which actually I should switch these around. Little one is for the little things. I have my, it's a whole chicken. I have to wash my hands soon. I have a whole chicken, and then I have a whole bunch of fun things. But the beer can I was going to just go with Coors Light because it's Coors Light and I like it. But I thought it was much more appropriate to go with what I found at Jaggers today, which is the Old Speckled Hen. They've never tasted it. I don't know how it's going to roll. It should be an interesting addition. I do have to drink some of it, so the things we do for cooking. Here we go. So there's my beer. There's my chicken. I got some rosemary. I'm going to jam up at the, who's that? There's some, I have no idea how I'm going to get this all in the chicken. I think that's going to be part, I was in the grocery store thinking to myself, this is going to be insane. How is she going to get all this in there? And I was thinking about myself in third person, which is a little disturbing as I realize it right now. I've got some mushrooms. I've got some thyme. I've got the thyme. I've got celery, onion, and pear, because you know what? Don't judge me. The one thing I didn't pick up, which I might just use corn tortillas, is that bad? I don't know. Can I do that instead of bread? Oh, and then of course I got the prosciutto to lay out over it because I thought that was a salty good idea at the time. And then I figured while that's cooking, I might try and make mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. I feel like I've made mashed potatoes once upon a time. Do I remember how to do it? Don't hate me. My Irish people don't hate me. Mom, my mashed potatoes were my mom's favorite. She makes some pretty good mashed potatoes. So what should we start with first? Ooh, I made new art. You can't see it though. It's a mug with chocolate chips and marshmallows. There's that one. But I made it just to make this look nicer, and you can't even see it. Or my mug with egg and bacon. Isn't that nice? I'm so crafty sometimes. Okay, stop talking, Izzy. Or start talking, just be more specific. Okay, so we can play a game. You can comment on the YouTube comments section if you have tips or hints or want to get a hold of me. You can comment if you're a friend of mine, because I have my Facebook on lockdown, as you do. You can ping me in the Facebook chat, or not chat, I don't use chat messenger. I have issues with people trying to make me download more apps. Don't get me started. But I do have, oh, my hair. Hermione. I do have Facebook on that computer over there, so I can check comments and interact with you guys. It'll be fun. Maybe in the future we can loop in my dear beloved Fergus over in the UK and Elizabeth and Michael and see if they want to possibly chime in as well, because they always have kooky perspectives on things. All right, we gotta wash hands, take care of it, because we don't need Wookiee hair inside of chicken. That just sounds disgusting. Okay. Okay. So did we talk about maybe doing a game yet? Like we could do it if you're at home and you have a glass of wine, you can, every time I say, okay, no, that seems mean. I don't want to get anybody sick. Ooh, I did not wash my hands fast enough. All right, here we go. I know a weenie man, he owns a weenie stand. He sells most anything from hot dogs on down. Boom, 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 someday I'll make his life. I'll be his weenie wife. Hot dog, I love that weenie man. All right, that's fine. Let's get that taken care of. I put the record on, but I don't know how well you would be able to hear me. Is that weird? Is that weird going between those two? I wish it bounced back and forth. Like this one, when I have Google Hangouts on, is automatic. My old school laptop, I like that I just wash my hair and then my hands and then touch my hair. Settle nerves, right? What was it? I did tell you that the Russians came through my wall in my dream. Good times. I'm a little nervous about cooking the chicken because I know that you can have, that fish was probably sushi grade at $40 as it was. I don't think you can have sushi chicken. I don't think there is such thing. I think it's called salmonella. And I'm not sure about that. So, the other thing I'm nervous about is I told you guys about the turkey last week. and how much that disturbed me. Oh, I should check. Did anybody say anything about the sound? Is the sound all over the place? I don't know. I don't know. No one said anything. How about on the... Do we have any comments? I don't even know how to check comments. Chat. Oh, there. Nobody's on there yet. I'm just going to say hi. Just hi. Just so you guys know I'm there. Because, yeah, that's right. Okay. So today we have this fresh, Rocky free-range chicken. I once had a friend named Rocky. I think that's a really powerful name for a free-range chicken. I think he's going to be a fighter. I think that's how we're going to take this. I am scared of what's going to happen on the inside of that guy. I don't know what to expect. And I'm like, I really don't like fleshy, cold things. And this should be interesting. Oh God, I feel it already. Why is it? Sometimes I wonder about chefs and cooks and chopping things up. I don't, it's like okay. All right, baby chicken. All right, Rocky. We're going to do this. Oh, God. Cold chicken juice. I'm going to have to do like a massive bleach session on this. This is going to be interesting. Oh, God. Oh, God. You're good. You're good. How am I going to get my hand in? Here we go. Hi there. Is there anything in there that I don't want to see? Is there anything in there that I don't want to see in your little nether regions? Is this guy going to fit in there? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm tearing it. All right. Now that Rocky and I are well acquainted, I need to wash my hands again. Oh, Lord. What am I going to do when I grow up? And I have to cook for other people. There you go. I've cooked for other people, like I said. I like beef Wellington. I can do that. Like mad person, I can do tenderloin, pork and beef. Pork. And I can grill. By the way, I heated this up, I'm guessing, to 450. I'm guessing. It seemed like a good number. All right. So we're gonna move Rocky over here for the time being. We are going to move Rocky. I got 2 viewers. All right. So Rocky's there. Say hi if you're on, if you're there. I know a few people are gonna chime in later, or maybe not. Maybe it'll just be me and my invisible friends. I do like invisible people. That's why I like cartoons so much. Okay. I feel like I should have some music on, but I don't know if I can. Seems like such a shame. So what I'm guessing, I'm really bad at chopping. I'm guessing I should chop maybe a cup of little things up. I don't know that that's a good idea. And then try and jam them in the chicken. And then I was thinking about making slits in its skin. Making slits in its skin and like stuffing whole thyme in there. I like the fact I just touched it. You know what? It's all gonna get touched. All of it. And it's gonna get cooked. So take that. And I only touched it with my right hand. I didn't touch it with my left hand. So I feel like this is my turkey knife. Oh my Lord. My Lanta. So today, as I was thinking about this event happening, I was thinking of all the things that I could talk about. All the crazy things. And in typical form, I'm trying really hard not to cut my fingers. I think we established last week that I am not really good at this. I don't understand how people do it. I find it fascinating. I almost just want to use Toby, my roommate's juicer, and just have them do it. We'll see. But yeah, comfort level is coming. Much better this week. Much better, much better. I almost did Coke Yvonne was a really good idea by Marie's mom. What the? Yep. Coq au vin. I once saw that happen. My sister got married in France at a chateau, and it was beautiful. My sister was a beautiful bride, and it was a lovely, wonderful wedding. But if you've ever seen the movie Bridesmaid, I've probably told you this story before. That was close. Like I had just been let out of my job due to the fact that they were no longer concentrating on family or kid games, and they were downsizing like by hundreds. So, and of course, my sister gets married in a very prestigious, lovely, gorgeous place. Of course she does, because she's beautiful and wonderful like that. I didn't really have any money, and I'm living in like the most expensive city in the United States. Check that, the most expensive city in the United States. And I didn't tell my parents that I had lost my job. Actually, this gets to be a good story. So I didn't tell my parents I lost my job, and my sister had a beautiful bridesmaid's dress. Of course, it was in France, which meant I had to be very creative in my method to get there. There was probably a little bit of tension from me unexpectedly to them about costs and whatnot. And may not have lived in Illinois, but I'm sure it was not necessarily appreciated, my little sassiness. But I stayed pretty mum on bills and whatnot. So Missy gets married, beautiful chateau south of Paris, and what was I saying? Oh, we go there, and it's like a 3-day weekend, a 3-day extravaganza at this beautiful. And by the way, it's luxurious as it sounds, and I don't mean to put it in a weird place, but it costs as much. Missy's entire wedding probably cost as much as weddings here or in Chicago and nice places. So if you're ever looking, don't rule out travel. It's an interesting alternative. Anywho, so we go there, and it's a 3-day weekend, and everybody drank. I mean, it was nonstop wine pouring the whole time. It was glorious. I did a lot of dishes. But late one night, they said, somebody came in. It was like this joy about duck fat. Now, again, I don't know much about cooking that I haven't read when measuring things out, which I don't really follow directions anyway, which is the whole point of this. So I didn't really know anything about how special duck fat is and how like unique it is. And what's going on here? Boop, boop. Todd! Why didn't it pop up? What? What now? How come I don't see anything? Oh, it's gone. What? Anywho, Todd Coe, I think I just saw you trying to leave a message, and it is not on my page anymore, so boo. Anywho, what was I talking about? Yeah, so we go there, and there guys are making coq au vin at like, I think it was like 2 in the morning. It was so insane. Well, like, there's no rhyme or reason or point to this particular part of the story other than the fact that it's 2 a.m., I'm doing like 200 dishes. There's people cooking, making coq au vin, and just silly. Everybody's just silly in the kitchen. It was such a communal effort, too, and it was delicious. I was maybe the only sober one in there. But so it was a lovely weekend. But the kicker of it is, so I'm the older sister again, but I have not necessarily put myself in a position of getting married. I know. Everybody's got their own thing. So Missy, my younger sister, is the one that, she did it first and getting married first. And my dad saw it, and he's a proud papa. So he's a little bit of an emotional weekend, especially such lovely friends and family coming from such distances to France. It's kind of a big deal. So Dad, if you knew my dad, he's a professional, he's a quiet salesman. He likes to take care of people. He's old school, owns a business, helps make sure the town's taken care of. If you need help, he's got you. He puts you in his pocket. He takes care of you. That kind of like. He's not emotive or emotional. Well, no, he is emotive. We get our tempers from the same place, and we also get our explosiveness and our storytelling from the same place. Except I'm probably a little bit more emotive. But he doesn't, like, he's not emotional like me, where I where I cry at the drop of a hat. So he was a little verklempt, if you will, at the for the wedding, but prior to. And so it was a busy day. Missy's getting dressed, you know, got her hair done. My mom's getting dressed. Did I just buy bad? Oh, I hate bad celery. Yucky. Get rid of these two. So, anyway, he's a little emotional, if you will, and he wrote a speech for the dinner, and he was trying to practice it because practice makes perfect. I wing things, as you can tell. It's my shtick. I wing it and make tons of mistakes and say, My dad's professional. He's got under wraps. The problem was he sat in the corner of his room at the chateau and just was doing that. This is my dad's version of crying. Because he bless his heart, couldn't get through the sentences without the adorable, lovely emotion of a proud father coming through. It was pretty. Dad's going to kill me for telling this, by the way. So Missy had given us, in our bridesmaids packages, a bunch of over-the-counter relaxation pills, if you will. You know, help calm the nerves for travel. And so, having seen my dad a little bit distressed, I went down into the kitchen where there were some people in there, and I took out the relaxation pills and then proceeded to crush them up and stir them into a Coca-Cola. Coca-Colas were a very, very limited thing that weekend. It was kind of a big deal if the Coke was gone. So I crushed up in a mortar. They had like an old school mortar and pestle. So I'm like, feeling like a crazy witch. And I poured in the Coke, and I'm stirring and stirring because the white pills weren't dissolving fast enough, which is super bummer. So I'm stirring, so I start adding an ice, and everybody's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dad, I'm just trying to help, So I go up to the room, and Dad has moved rooms to where my mom's cousins were, and they're all sitting there. And he looks at me. I come in with the Coca-Cola in a glass. I'm like, "Dad, I got you a Coke." And he looks at the Coke. He looks at me. He's like, "Why?" And I'm like, well, and poor Aunt Mary, she went down with the ship on this one. She had nothing to do with it. I was like, well, Aunt Mary had the half a Coke, and she was just going to set it away. And so I figured, you know, Coke being a limited resource as it is, I said I'd pour it into the glass and give it to you. You know, I said I don't want to waste it. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he hands over his glass of champagne to us and starts drinking Coca-Cola. And I literally was like, and I ran out and didn't say anything to anybody. Just kind of kept it on the DL. Because you just don't know. So Dad downs his Coca-Cola, and he's calm, and we get through the wedding, and it's beautiful and gorgeous, and France, you know how it goes. And at the reception, he gets up, and, you know, he goes through his speech, and I stand up, and I'm the maid of honor, and I talk about how great it is that everyone's there, and my sisters already, like, count down to embarrassment because we are two very different people, and we handle communication very differently, and I can sometimes be embarrassing, if you will. So I'm talking about, like, "Oh, it's so great that you're here, everyone. It's wonderful." And you could tell if anybody's talked to my dad today, he's been a little bit of a fatherly wreck, as you will. And Dad, I have a confession to make. And Dad, everybody starts slowly laughing. Some people in the room knew. He looks at, I'm like, "Dad, I may or may not have drugged you this morning for the wedding." And everyone just starts laughing. And I go through the rest of the tale, and Dad's going there going, "What? What's happening?" Because I get super straight. He's awesome. He's super straight-laced like that. Like, that's not something you say to my dad. And so it was awesome. It was a really good way to bring in the insanity of the weekend and help everybody have a little touch of uniqueness. Woo! Oh. So that was fun. And then it wasn't until after the wedding that I actually informed my parents that I had lost my gig and was kind of just waiting to see what happens next. Happy story. I found lovely places to go, new adventures, and now I'm happy. So it all works out for the best. Do I want to cut up this onion? Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry, folks. Maybe I can do it fast. Maybe I'll just cut up some of it. I don't even... Oh, it's going to be... My vacuum's going to be a hungry hippo. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. You know what? You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't tell me what to do. What if I just... Oh. All right. Oh. Oh. Go. Just drop it in there. Just drop it in there, right? Just... Maybe I should have... Who knows? Push it in. Push it in. That's what we're doing. We're gonna push that in there. That looks about right. Good. It's all gonna fall in the beer can anyway. Let's be clear. All right, salt and pepper. I got salt and pepper. Ooh, I should probably stick some twigs in here, right? This looks like a good spot. What's happening? Oh God! Oh God! Ooh. Oh, it did. Yay! Yay, Megan and Elise! Woo! Yay, Todd! It's so cool because I haven't seen Todd. God, it's been like 15 years since I've seen. Oh God, this is the weirdest thing that I've ever. Sorry, I had to swallow there for a second. Weirdest thing that I've ever done. Do I just pour? Should I pour beer in there too? Is that a bad idea? Is that bad? Should I stick butter in? Oh, I'm gonna stick butter in there. I feel like sticking butter in there is a really good idea too. Yeah. Oh God, it's like a pocket. Just shove it in. I don't really know what I'm doing. Should I put an onion in there too? Oh, I forgot to cut up the pear. We gotta put pear in there. We'll make it real sweet, right? Oh God. Good. Good. Stick some pear in there. That'll make it sweet, right? Oh God. Oh God, it's neck pockets or it's back pockets, skin pockets. Oh God, skin pockets. What else can I tell you guys about? Skin pockets. Oh God, it feels like. Oh God. Yeah, there we go. Oh, skin pockets do about it good. Maybe it'll make it sweet or something. I don't even know if it's pear. I think it's apple you're supposed to put in there. Maybe apple. Maybe some wine. Get some wine in there. Make it real juicy. Get some wine in there. I feel like that's a good idea. I didn't touch that lip to the chicken just now, did I? I'm doing well. How you doing? How you doing? Maybe I'll stick something in here too by the leg. I don't like cutting the skin cut. Oh God, make a pocket. That goes there. Everything's contaminated now. Let's just be clear. Everything is contaminated. Stick this in here. Oh, don't you think I'm clever? I'm just making this up now. It's like a science experiment. What else can we stuff in there? As like Megan, who's like a wonderful cook, is watching this going, you're insane and I've eaten your ribs. Now I'm worried. Oh God. I promise. Then I actually read directions. Or actually, I take that back. I didn't read directions. I had my mom on the phone. No! Keep those. Oh, wait. Well, it doesn't really matter. Because the turkey can's going to have something to say about all this. Ugh. Don't poor Rocky. Poor, sweet, chocolate-covered Rocky. That is not appropriate, or not correct. He's not chocolate-covered. But it is, in fact, a quote from my best friend's wedding. Oh, God, skin pocket. Making a skin pocket. Oh, God. I feel, okay, so, fact. I am allergic to citrus. That's a fact. It is an unfortunate fact because I miss it. I miss the smell of it. And you know what? I'm kind of tired of having to defend my allergy, which I hate. Why are my hands sticky? To crazy, whatchamacallits, waitresses who look at me like I'm Banana Town Like, I'm just trying to make their life a living hell or heck, sorry, children are watching, living heck, because, 5 viewers. I'm a dork. You can say it. It's fine. I'm a kook. I'm a kook. Oh, Behringer, I set up the second camera because you mentioned it, my friend. I just don't know that you can actually see anything with it. Can you see anything? Nope. Why can't you see anything? Oh, God, I'm touching it. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm going to have to wipe this down. See, you can see this. How come you see that? Oh, you can. Okay, good. I'm just an idiot and can't. See? Hi. I was hoping this would be a better view. I was going to pick up another camera and get my GoPro set up, but I didn't get my GoPro set up in time. I still have to go pick up a card for it. Because it comes. Oh, it needs a card. I feel like I just stuck it in its jowls, even though that's its rear jowls. Is that a thing? A rear jowl? I don't even know if pear and beer go well together inside a chicken. I haven't even salt and peppered this bad boy yet. That might have been. Ooh, I should put butter in it. I feel like that's always a good idea. Butter. Ooh. A little bit of butter goes a long way. Oh, it's 6:30 Central Time. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris Christensen family. Hi, Sam. All right. Let's see. Ooh. I think you can still see this, which is fine. I just don't know. I just don't know. All right. I totally do want to have guests on the show. I actually want to. I'll loop in hang time people. Hang time with Mr. Cooper? No. Google Hangout people next week or so. That'll be fun. We have to figure out what we're gonna make. We can do like the most weird progressive, non-progressive dinner where we each make something, and none of us get to try the other person's food because that makes sense. I'm really enjoying and completely disgusted by the skin pockets, which are about to get deeper because I don't want to use that, do I? Let's use a new knife. It's Knifetopolis here. My mom got me beautiful knives for Christmas last year. In the pocket. Throw it in the pocket. Putting it in the pocket, that's what you're gonna do with the butter. Is this the butter knife? Yeah. And then I'm gonna put some more wine in it because wine and beer, you're in the clear. Is that right? Is that how it goes? Pocket! God, shove it in there. Oh, God. Oh, God. I feel like I've contaminated everything with chicken saliva, I almost said, with whatever this salmonella. That's the word I'm looking for. You know, wings, I am not a wing eater. I think that I'm glad someone found good use for them overall in terms of making awesome wings. But when it comes directly off the chicken or turkey, it makes me sad because it's delicious, delicious, delicious dark meat. And it's so difficult to get to. It's not as rewarding for me. But that's also because I'm a weirdo. You say, we're Bears fan. Awesome. Awesome. Who's eating all that chicken? Megan, I know who's eating all this chicken, but when I looked at the Cornish game hen, I couldn't imagine the poor Cornish game hen having a beer can being inserted into its nether regions so sadly. Oh, salt and pepper. I'm going to put some olive oil on it too. I have lots of different flavors. I really like rosemary, so when you see me shove more rosemary, do I just put it on top of it? Do I put oil on it and then maybe I put it in the packets. Into the packets. Or maybe I don't know. We can put some in. Drizzle the rock salt everywhere. Maybe just throw it in, since I just contaminated this hand. That's gonna be some salty internal chicken. It's gonna taste delicious. Did we? Oh, yes, we did. We did take one out. Even though I am drinking that, I should have. Dear Lord! I don't know. Is beer supposed to be fizzy like that? I don't think I've ever had beer blow up on me like it before. It smells like. What does that taste like? Let me read it to you. Old speckled chicken, which I actually now take as an insult to Rocky. I feel like he's a young, spry chicken with a lot of skin pockets. And pear. Old speckled chicken, English fine ale, distinctive, rich, malty taste, bursting with character and aroma, and deliciously smooth. I feel like that's definitely one heck of a PR campaign there. Reminds me of a Smittix, which I love. I love a good Irish ale, but I feel like comparing it to a Smittix is almost an insult to my Irish culture, because, you know, Irish and English aren't really besties. I lived in Wales for a while, which is gorgeous. Actually, before I went to Wales, I was still at the I went to Millikan University in Central Illinois. And so when I was at Millikan, I had just graduated and was sitting at a bar called LSB, Lock, Stock, and Barrel. And we were talking to some locals, and they were asking us what we were doing after graduation. I said, well, I'm going to Wales. The guy looks at me and he's like, Wales? You're going to go study Wales? And I said, no, I'm going to go to the country Wales. It's in the UK. And he's like, University of Kentucky? And I realized, Decatur. Oh, bless. Home of home. No, that's not true. Home of home is Northern Illinois. But College of College. There we go. I have a lot of really good friends in Decatur still. If Rich Miller's on, I love you. Her name is actually Jen Crumtinger, but I like to call her Rich Miller. So you can just deal with that. All right. So I want to put some olive oil on this bad boy. And because I really like rosemary, I'm using rosemary. And you can't stop me because I like rosemary. Except maybe rosemary can stop me because rosemary. There we go. Are we all closed up? What's happening here? Do I just put it on top, maybe a little bit in? Is that too much? And then I just kind of massage it. I love massages. I feel like everyone should be required. Oh, God, it's jowly. Butt jowls are gross. Oh, God. Butt jowl. Oh, God. Oh, I keep stabbing myself with the rosemary. You're going to stab yourself with something. Why not be rosemary? Megan, am I doing this? Oh, I can't even tell now. I should probably check this out a little bit more. So how are you all? You good? Doing well? Cooking a lot? Actually, I missed you guys, my invisible friends. Yesterday, I was on such a high of fun of this whole thing that I almost wanted to end up doing this every day. And then I thought, you're crazy, Izzy. Don't set people up for expectations. All right, let's go down. Shot glass. That's actually genius. I should do a shot glass of whiskey in a Cornish game hen. Or bourbon. I love scotch. I love me some good old-fashioned, taste like inside a fireplace scotch. Not bourbon girl. Too much sugar, but if you're going to put it in something, might as well put it in a Cornish game hen. Although I feel like the English will resent the bourbonishness of it. So we got some stuff in there. Yeah, ooh, so I also bought this poultry freeze-dried herb blend because I apparently don't have enough tape. Don't look, Dad. I didn't do it. Here we go. Ooh, that smells good. In the neck part, in the pockets, in the pockets, in the pockets. Oh God, it's everywhere. In the pockets. Oh. Well, you know. In the gizzard, not the gizzard. Oh God, in the belly. I feel like a gynecologist. Oh God, get it in there. Let's just shove this whole thing in there. We'll just use that to dam everything up for the beer can, which should probably. Oh, I really didn't pay much attention to its underbelly. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Rocky. I'll just massage you creepily. Oh, God almighty. Can you even see what's going on that computer anymore? Can you? Can you? Yeah, a little bit. Not really. So massaging chicken. That doesn't happen very often for me. I have to say, it's not as disgusting as the fish. I haven't picked it up yet, and we've already discussed last week my aversion to holding dead, fleshy entities that may or may not be the weight of an infant. So, all right, I think I had a drink. All right, we're going to get rid of this. Hold on. What else is new? So I started watching Marco Polo, which is a unique show. It's not for the faint, and it's for those who like earmuffs, kids, nudity. I'm not one of them. There's a lot of nudity in it. A lot of nudity. Nudies everywhere. Especially the first season. Nudies everywhere. And yet, it's there. It was history. I'm really interested in now Kublai Khan. A, Kublai Khan's got a really cool name. Let's be clear. Kublai Khan. And B, from what I understand, he introduced universities and all of this stuff. Yeah, he was merciless and frightening and chopped people up. They really like to hone in on that part. Oh, I'm not sure that I like old speckled hen. Speaking of speckled hen, I think it's time. I don't know. Here, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Because you know what? Why not? Can't set. Well, that backfired at the neck pocket or the skin pocket. All right. At least. All right, here we go. Oh, God. Get in there. Oh, get it. Get it good. It's standing. Get down there. Get it. Oh, God, the neck. Oh, God. Oh, the neck. I found it. I don't know why I didn't think it would be there. I don't know. Whoever's job it is in the world. Whoever's job it is in the world to have to remove neck holes. Oh. So, a friend of the family, Steve, it's sad, I'm actually now morbid that I'm thinking about this. A friend of the family, Steve, makes these awesome wooden, wine toppers. He's got a whole Steve Brackett, I don't know, I wish I had a website, but they're really cool and he hand carves them. But, oh God, the neck. If you put that there, how awesome would that be? They should have turkey toppers for people like me who gag at the sight of neck holes. Did I put thyme in? I did. What else do I want to show in here? What if I just did one of these, like that? Oh God, the neck hole! Yeah, it's like a drink. Oh God. That's cute, right? It's festive. It's festive. Oh, what's fucking Saturday? Do. Sharp! Whoop, whoop. more festive on there. It's like I feel like I'm decorating a neck tree. I'm getting better though. I don't have to run away. It is pretty repulsive to look at. Maybe I should hold some. Oh God, that's so sad. Oh, let's put some more things in its arms. There we go. There we go. Well, you gotta hold on to it, dude. You're not working with me. Maybe if I put you in your skin bucket. There. Now it's like you're in Kentucky and you're talking about gun rights. Oh, his other wing is so sad in comparison. Oh. Put on your hips. Yeah, toting it now. Oh, he doesn't want to do it. Hold on tight. We're almost there. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll just stick it in here. In the neck, or in the hole. Oh, good. Maybe I should stick this one in here. I need to make a hole there. We can put some stuff in it, because, you know, why not? Why not? I'm going to eat it, not you guys, and I will eat it. Okay. We haven't even gotten to the potatoes yet. That was bad planning on my part. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Yeah, there we go. Ah, it's so cute! You're a psychopath. Alright, now I'm just being silly. Because we got the essentials in there. I feel like that should be in there further, but he's also standing. Standard! Oh, I can't wait till Toby comes. Toby is an awesome roommate. I also realized that talking to you must be what you're experiencing right now of me yammering away about things is exactly what it must feel like to be my roommate. Poor Toby comes home and I'm like, bloop, 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 the whole time. All right. Anything else? All right. Anything. It's your time. What else should I do? Am I missing anything that should be happening? Like more salt. Like I can sprinkle fairy salt on top. Have some more salt. Put it in the... We can actually use the awesome things here to get more salt in. Oh God, I don't want to touch the knuckle. God, don't touch the knuckle. Should I put more butter in there? Is that a good idea? Ooh, butter! I found some. I found some on the countertop. I promise you, if you come here... Oh, I forgot the prosciutto! I forgot the prosciutto. Well, before I do the prosciutto, let's stick the potatoes in water. I feel like you're supposed to boil potatoes. Sounds like a good plan. So hello to, we have 8 viewers simultaneously watching, like magic. Hello, lovelies. I'm Izzy. We probably know each other straight off of Facebook or previous life experiences. Example, I knew Todd Coe ages ago. Who else is there? Like in high school. Megan is a rock star. Megan Behringer and Elise are rock stars that used to live here, and then they left me. My fellow Bears fans. Chris is a great friend of the family who works for my pops. Who else is here? Shar is a work buddy. Metaverse all the way. What was I doing? Okay, boiling potatoes. I'm just going to stick them in there. I'm just going to stick them in there like that. 3 giant potatoes. So, Megan, you can comment again. Who is going to eat this food? I will. I will eat it for the next week. I will eat it forever. Now it's the prosciutto time. I have such a mess. I feel like if my mom were actually online right now and saw, which I'm surprised she's not, considering how much she got a kick out of my cooking shenaniganery last week. I love prosciutto, but I don't know that I enjoy the smell of it with all else that's happening in here right now. I'm surprised. Now it's just really gonna look like a psychopath. Like poor skin of one thing on top of a dead other. Cause meat. That's why. Oh God, here we go. Get more of that meat in there. Get that. Ooh, we should bind it. Like stick it around. Like a mummy. Like, get in there. That'll make it salty. That'll make it salty. I hope that you guys are enjoying this because I'm enjoying talking to myself, and if that's what it takes to entertain me, then so be it. I just hope enough people enjoy it. We can continue to hang out. And you guys can ask questions. There's two places to ask questions. One, there's the YouTubes, which I'm not sure how that works yet. Twitch is so much easier to understand. Twitch, for those who don't know, is a gaming, it's typically made for gaming, and it allows people who are playing video games to film themselves simultaneously while interacting with their community. Like this, but with gaming. So there's Twitch. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. But there's also Facebook. And I love it. Ooh, what's my... Oh, Elise! Bacon makes everything better. That makes me... The toothpicks, oh, my God, for a hot second, I thought you meant toothpaste. And I was like, toothpaste? Now you're just being silly. Now that's just silly. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So cute. I think, oh, so toothpicks to hold the meat on, I think. I think what you're saying is that the stickiness of the prosciutto is not going to, God, he's so beautiful, really stay that sticky for all that amount of time. He's starting to look like a Halloween costume. Like if I had it, that's what's happening right now. It's Halloween for dinner, and I am just dressing Rocky up for the Halloween party. He's just taking one for the team today, folks. Oh, God. Here we go. All right. Okay, we'll just wind that around your leg. Right? Oh, God. I am glad that I have covered up the neck hole. It makes me feel better. I don't know about you, but neck holes are disgusting. All right. Okay. I got it there. I feel like that's really good right there. Maybe not enough. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm pushing the limits with this. Oh, gosh. Let's see what I have here. Ooh, we can do this. That's fun. What else can we do? I know I have toothpicks somewhere, because there's spills all over. We could put honey on it, put some ginger on it. No, ginger and rosemary are not friends. I feel like I'm talking about two girls in junior high. They do not like each other. Do not like each other. Let's do that there. Now it looks like Beetlejuice, when Beetlejuice has the spikes coming out. Get it in. Get them in there. Get it in there. This is going to be the most interesting meal. I think taking apart this meal is going to be almost as interesting as consuming it, but maybe not as interesting as putting it together. I should actually give you a close-up of him. We shall see. He is looking quite festive in his skin attire. Where's Tomek to tell you when you can and cannot hear me? Oh, there. There we go. There we go. He smells garlic. Oh, it's just because I put garlic on him. That's why. You know what? There we go. I don't know what I was going to say, actually. He's spiky and beautiful. Face only, a face. A body only, a chef. They spell chef correctly on that. Wrong. Ooh, could love. Looks a little. Let's get a close up of this bad boy. Ready? Ooh, some of his meat's falling off. Can you see him? Can you see? He really smells special. Special. Oh God. I have no idea whether or not he's gonna fit in my oven. I'm a little worried about that. Yeah. Skin meat's falling off. All right. Here we go. Ooh, he should fit. I can't touch him. He's spiky. Ah! Okay. So one of us is gonna end up in a disaster here. We're good. The celery's gonna start on fire, and the can's gonna explode. He's in though. I feel like cleaning up is a little bit in order before I get into the next shenanigan. But he's in the oven. It's successful. I don't feel like I salted and peppered him enough. But you can always add salt and pepper later on. I feel like the beer. The beer is the important part. Beer and the not apple. What's the other word? I'm like pear. Pear. It's all about the pear. And prosciutto. So it's not like I didn't season him enough. I did pour a lot of stuff in those pockets I made. Aw. It's going to be so gross cleaning this place up. Let's see what else you say. The chicken in a beer can. No, from what I understand, you shove the can up into the hoo-ha. You're still cooking. I was talking. You know how I get when I talk. I can't help. Is it already an hour? Holy cow. Man. Well, I'm just going to keep going. If you guys stop watching, I totally understand. You can totally check back. It's just me anyway. I mean, if you guys, it's all up to you. I'm hanging out, and I haven't really been telling stories. I've been more or less playing. It's been like a really bad science experiment. I feel like I contaminated the butter with the knife. I did contaminate the butter with the knife. I can cut. I'm going to get out another knife. Not that knife. Not that knife. I'll just cut the contaminated part off, right? That's a good idea. Maybe I'll throw that on the chicken. He can just melt it on top. Like that. Oh, damn it! You didn't see that. It didn't drop the butter at all. Contaminated butter. Well, that's what I was talking about, right? Trying to think of another Izzy story to tell. I've been kind of storyless. I went on a nice tangent about the wedding. Talked a little bit about whales. Bears. When are we going to get a good coach? I was sad to say to see one of the Ryan kids go to a new team. What's his name? Coach something Ryan. God bless America. My brain is stopped. He was our coach back in the Ditka days for offensive coordinator. I would like to see someone of his caliber return. And it would have been nice to have one of his kids. Darn it. I feel like my hands are dirty. Have I washed my hands? I don't know. I think based on the fact it's that difficult to get soap out of there from the Trader Joe's things, it might be not. It might be time. It might be time. Yeah, so Bears. Go Bears. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I just want to win more often. Maybe a Super Bowl. Maybe show that Pete Carroll what's up. Carroll. Oh, there's still, I contaminated this one too. I'm just racking up the knives. Don't you judge me. I'm going to eat this pear once I cut off the chicken part of it. Chicken. Would the chicken have soaked into the pear? And by chicken, I mean the knife I used to cut the chicken, I stupidly used to cut the pear as well. Oh, I'll get that later. Did I just use this? Curses! Let's just set that there. And I'm going to dig a bag because I know these little plastic thingy-mabobbers that you put the accoutrement and the herbs in. They're supposed to be great now, but they always pop open on me. And that's no bueno. That's no bueno. There. Alright, so I only used a bit of that too. Baggies. Thank goodness for baggies. Mm-hmm. Oh, poor Bear. So, folks, what's new with you? Any exciting things happening? I wanted to go skiing this week. At least a little bit. Get some energy. The one funny thing about working from home, because I work from home, if that doesn't make any sense, you should see the rest of my apartment. The one crazy thing about working from home is that you really very rarely leave, which makes sense, but which also means you don't walk a lot or do much activity unless you are super, super proactive. Oh, the potatoes! No, they're not boiling. That is a gross top, and I'm not going to stand for it. Not going to stand for it. We can all go in the same bag. Don't judge me. Saving the world one bag at a time. Which, okay, listen, California. It is awesome and all that we are being conscientious of ourselves and trying, oh, I haven't had anyone, and trying not to bring so many plastic and paper bags in the world. My paper bags I use for recycling. But the fact that I have to pay 10 cents or use one of the bajillion of these bags that I never remember to bring with me to the grocery store. It's great that we're trying to save the world, but I really miss my brown paper bags, and I really miss using them for recycling. Recycling, which San Francisco does a lot of. First world problems, yo. Let's see. Alright, so we've got the non-boiling potatoes still cranking on the, maybe it's because I put it on the small burner, because I'm a genius, and I put it on the small burner. Let's see what else is going on. Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. Alright, lovies. What should I make next week? While we're waiting for those potatoes over there, or the geniosity that is cooking currently. Oh, I didn't put a timer on. How long do I time this for? How long do I put it in for? This is why you read directions. So you don't get salmonella poisoning from the chicken Frankenstein that you stick with a bear up its bum into the oven. Dear Lord. I'm telling you, if it's longer than long, then you're just going to have to deal with some later film capturing. Because I don't want to do that to you. Don't want to do that to you. And, as you can tell, I'm a little stammery today. I usually am like... I put the wine cap on the rosemary. How come none of you caught that? Because I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Lord have mercy. Okay. What else is going on? There's so many things to tangent into, and for whatever reason, they're just not there for me today. I've been thinking about this for days. And I can't think of a single thing in which I want to tangent off into, because last week I did notice I tangented off in the middle into writing stuff, and it just was not exciting. It was a lull. It was a low point, if you will. But, oh, I got a great idea. Give me 1 second. It's going to be super fast, I promise. Oh, God, don't trip over that. This is what I should be doing. See, geniusness comes in the moments. This beautiful box here is filled with cards of questions. And that, it smells, let me tell you, it smells of butter. But more than anything, there is a gorgeous aroma of rosemary wafting out of that oven. So whatever Rocky's doing right now, Rocky is doing it right. Rocky's doing it right. All right. And I have to apologize if I seem a little crazy this week. Nerves got me a little bit more. Last week was so off the cuff that this week left me like, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. What am I going to do? Nope. Staying away from that question. First one out of the box, not a good. Nope. These are a little too serious. There's some nopes here. What's the most scared you've ever been? That's a really good question. When I was in, not the most scared. Not the most scared. Because when you get most scared, that's like something is serious life and death, and it's typically not extraterrestrial or otherworldly. It's typically like, please don't. Anyway, that's a sad topic. Let's stay away from that. But so most scared I've ever been. Recently, I was traveling. I went from San Francisco to New Orleans, and then I was down in Utah. My friends Joy and Kelty living in Utah, or Salt Lake City, and they were out of town. Usually I stay with them, but I went to go stay with I went to go to a client meeting, an awesome client. I love them. They're called Kid Nectar World. They're awesome people, doing cool things for kids. But, excuse me. So I went to go see them, and they booked me in this hotel. Now, I had just spent days in New Orleans, which is supposed to be one of the most spectacular cities. And it wasn't that far after Halloween, so it wasn't like, it should have been spooky. I did not have a spooky time. I had a beautiful, dreamy-eyed, wonderful time in New Orleans. Now I got to Salt Lake, and Salt Lake City is beautiful, but it's also Salt Lake City. And so I stayed at this hotel. I wish I could remember what it's called. And I walk in, and it's late. I had been traveling for the majority of the day because I had a layover, and then that layover's flight got canceled. I had to get on another flight, yada yada, spiel. So I go to Salt Lake City and check in this hotel. It's an old hotel, kind of a turn of the century, super cool, real retro. Everything is aged and sweet. Oh, somebody just popped up on. Anyway, who just popped up on YouTube? I'm getting distracted. Why won't it pop up on here? How come it doesn't pop up on here? Where are the comments? Someday, YouTube. I will get to you, and I am sorry. I am sorry, YouTube person who just left a comment. I am sorry. Unless you said something mean, which is not welcome on my side. But if it's something nice and kind and fun, yay! I love you, yay! Invisible friends. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I go into this hotel, and they have a corner. I got the corner room, and everybody's kind of weird, and they're like, oh yeah, you'll be fine. Go on up. So I'm somebody who gets weird vibes. I've been scratched by ghosts to the point where I bled in Edinburgh. It's weird. So I go up into the room. Or what was it? No. So I walk into the room. There's a foyer room and there's a bedroom, and the bathroom door is closed with the light on. It's kind of weird. It's a super old room. Bring my stuff in, and I walk in, and I'm like, hello, nothing. I go thinking like maybe somebody's cleaning, or maybe I took somebody else's room that was there, those kind of things. So I go to open the door. No one's in the bathroom. Okay, no problem. Leave the door open, lights still on. I turn around to get my stuff. Door goes boom, and I'm like, okay, maybe gravity, maybe the older building is kind of bending a bit and the doors are some gravity weird thing. So I turn and I move it. And I have this little green purse. It was on the floor, and I kind of just, being lazy, non-direction reading Izzy, have the door open. I kind of wedge the purse under the chair, or under the door so it doesn't keep slamming. Turn and go back, and there was my purse, and the door shuts. And I'm like, I run to the front door, to which I go and open it. I open it, I come back out, and the internal latch, the door latch, goes thunk, and the door hits the frame and bounces open again. I'm in the hallway and turn around. I'm like, okay, so my stuff's in there, my laptop, everything. So I'm like, okay. And I go and I shut the latch from the inside and I pull the door shut again, and it goes, same thing. The latch comes out, the door bounces off the frame. And I'm like, oh, hell no! And I just run downstairs. And you know, when you're really scared and yet at the same time you know you're in public, you like run like this and you get down the steps and you're like, and I'm like down in the reception area and they have candies and chocolates, and she's working with somebody, and I'm like, I'm sure I looked like a crazy obsessed person, sweating profusely with my hair jutting out, as it probably was. So the lady gets done with somebody, I walk up, and I'm like, are there ghosts here? And she's like, what room are you in? And I told her what room, it escapes me what it is now. And she's like, oh, you're fine. Don't worry about that. That room's not a big deal. You're fine in that one. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, there's been some problems in other rooms. Your room is fine. Don't worry. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, can I change rooms to a completely don't even, like, there's nothing in it room? And she says to me, it's conference week. Now, if you know anything about Salt Lake City, you know that there is a large amount of Mormons there, and conference week is like their version of kind of a Mecca. Everyone in that religion kind of descends upon Salt Lake City. It's a wonderful time for them, awesome, but it also means that every hotel room is booked up, and I was quite lucky to actually get put in this hotel room. So I'm like, all right, well. And she explains to me what conference is, and then she explains that there's no way I'm going to be able to find another hotel room. So I'm like, okay, I've been in some scary places. I've been in some good. This ghost isn't bad. Okay, I can play this game. So I go back up in the room, and I shut the door, and it locks, and everything's fine. And I go in, and I turn every damn light on in the room. And I've got, the potatoes. I've got every damn light on. And I am freaking out. So what do you do when it's late and you want to be left alone from ghosts and all the lights are on? You turn E! Channel on and put on the Kardashians. Because I'm telling you, I don't watch the Kardashians. But if a ghost is going to bother you, he's not going to bother you if you're going to watch Kardashians. No ghost in their right frame of no mind is going to want to spend time with you if you're watching something with Kardashians on. So I cranked up the volume, and I barely got a wink of sleep that night. But didn't bother me again. And I left out chocolates. I bought chocolates. I was like, well, maybe if we can make friends, I can push them away with the Kardashians and haul them in with the chocolates. It'll be like very confusing, and the ghosts don't want to go away. Because that's how ghosts roll. I should probably stab this, right? I feel like maybe I shouldn't have turned that off yet. Go back on. It's not done yet. Where did that go? So, the next day, when was it? This happened again. Did it happen again? I think it happened again when I was leaving. The door did that again, and I was like, I'm out. Peace. Don't need this. Don't need these shenanigans. I don't need these shenanigans. 45 minutes for the chicken. Oh, I already forgot how long I've been doing it. So maybe I say 15. I feel like that was a long story, right? I should put it in. I'll mark it for like 30, right? 35 now. There. Smells good. Woo! Ooh, something's burning in there too. It's those damn whatchamacallits. It's the celeries. Oh, he's looking so cute. Looking so cute now. All right, so that's one of the scariest times I've ever had. Yes. What's your favorite dirty word and why? I feel like there's children watching and I don't want to do that. What's your personal hell? My personal hell, I'll tell you. It would be National Clown Day at SeaWorld with the tunnel being also National Shark in Tunnel Week. And then also you have to have an immunization from a really large shot going in and out of the tunnel. But you have no choice. You must go through the tunnel to exist. That is my personal hell. And then if you were going to put more of a like health thing into it, then you shove it with Christmas trees and cats. And then I'm like, because cats are my kryptonite. That would be the worst thing. That's my personal hell right there. If one of your friends needed you to move in for a year, who would you like it to be? Oh, Dawn. Dawn, hands down. My Dawn. She's my hetero life mate. She's the Shirley to my Laverne. We are Wayne and Garth. She's the Frau to my Dr. Evil. Would you take a 50% pay cut to have a job where you were guaranteed to passionately love it? I say nay to you because I've got it now. Unless you're talking about ruling Nickelodeon. And no. It would be very difficult only because where I live and the price it costs, I don't know how I would live. When did you get into the most trouble as a teenager? I didn't really get in that much trouble as a teenager. Like, dumb things, like not cleaning my room. I almost got in trouble in junior high. We went bowling. Bowling is TPing. Todd knows! Bowling is like TPing people's houses. And when I was in junior high, there was a kid that I grew up with that we hit heads a lot, didn't mesh a lot. And I remember I was at one of my friend's birthday parties, and she was like, let's go TP this guy's house. Who, by the way, has the same name as somebody here that I live near. It's so crazy. So we all went over there, and all I kept thinking is in the back of my voice, or back of my head, they were also clients of my dad. If they get caught and Dad gets busted, I could ruin his business. I could be that person. So I was petrified the whole time. So we're going, and lo and behold, while we're TPing these 13-year-old dummies, the family rolls up in their minivan. And the minivan door rolls open, and the three boys come running out, and girls running, just running. And I remember one was right behind me, and I had never been so scared. Thank God I was just like that fast, skinny little fence post railing that I was, like a little greyhound. Got no meat on me, just was like, phew. Thank goodness for that. And ran so fast, ran so far, was so scared. Everyone else got caught by me. I spent 2 hours running through the neighborhood, fell in a thorn bush, got chased by a black dog at night, which is even scarier because you can't see it. And then I was the first back to their house because they were driving around looking for us all. I hid behind a couch when they all came back, and I never got busted, but I knew if my parents, that was like the one thing I always felt bad about. Never really wanted to get in trouble for that one. So that's that one. Yep. So we've got like 5. We're losing them. They're dropping off. We went from 8, 9 viewers per. Bummer. I understand though. It's been a while. So what I can do is this. Unless someone says anything otherwise, I will sign off with you and let you guys go live your merry lives and send you hugs and love and all sorts of invisible friendship things because some of you I may know and some I may not. But for the most part, I think I know all of you who are still on right now. And I will post pictures and videos later. Is that cool? Speak now or forever hold thy peace. Yeah? Okay. We shall see. Bring it. Bring it. We'll figure out what we want to do next week. And I'll be a little bit more cognizant about conversation and not make it so dull this next time. I feel like last week, it's pretty hard to top last week. This week, in my Frankenstein chicken monster, which I probably should have taken pictures of, yeah, we'll see. I'm excited about it. And my mashed potatoes I have yet to make, because they're mashed potatoes, and they're boiling. All right, folksy poos. Say something or forever hold thy peace. I don't feel any conversation, so I will let you all go. It's been almost an hour and a half, you darling, darling minxes. Okay, so here's the thing. One, recap. I will share information in the links or in the YouTube page and on my Facebook stuff. Two, leave a comment if you want to play along with me and would like to join a group chat. I know that I've got the fishes on my side, not the fish from last week, but Megan, awesome fish, and Behringer, awesome fish, and the most adorable little princess ever, Elise, who are interested. So that's rad. I feel like I should probably deal with those. And also, if you have an idea of what you would like me to butcher cooking, or any tips on how to improve, don't be mean, don't judge, just share, because I'd like this to be an ongoing process, and I'd like to find a way to streamline it. I know that an hour is long, but it's a live show, so you can pop in when you want. You can pop out. Yeah. So, yay! I miss you already. I will miss you. As soon as I turn this off, I'll look around and be like, well, who am I going to talk to now? Your camera. All right. Do I see anything yet? Yes. Megan, I see you. All right. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Much love to all of you. And I'll be seeing you. I don't know how to sing that right now. It's not in my head. Good night, guys. Thank you. I'll take pictures, I promise, and I'll stop yammering now. Bye. Boop, boop.